big change going on around the new cookieless world that's coming up pretty quickly. Also, IDFA is going to be diminished, and there's a lot of things that are changing. For a major B2B publisher, what are those opportunities? What are those challenges? And how are you guys seeking to make that transition work?
Yeah, so I think it's an interesting opportunity for us and an interesting challenge. Within the programmatic landscape and the kind of businesses that I oversee, there's kind of two different worlds. There's our endemic websites, so the 20 healthcare professional focused brands. With these brands, it presents us a very favorable position really as a publisher, because we'll still be able to leverage our own first party cookies and first party data, even when Google, Apple, and every other company essentially sunsets the ability to really leverage the third party data across the web. As a publisher, we've kind of been preparing for this for the past 18 or so months. In addition to just having a strong kind of opt-in user base already, we've put a big focus on kind of building out our compliance practices and kind of safekeeping. So we're working now with OneTrust, who's a consent management platform that's helping us kind of focus our data collection and usage policies on a state-by-state basis, which will allow us to kind of stay compliant with all the new US data privacy laws, which are coming to effect in addition to all the other changes kind of going on. And then doing so has allowed our product and development team to really start focusing more on the kind of personalization and user experience of all of our brands. So this is kind of using that first party data that we're collecting at registration to build out some content recommendations and different types of offerings within the sites themselves to drive more focus to some of our newer brands, newer types of content, whether it be custom content hosting or creation, or even our collection of 30 or so newsletters as well that tie into Haymarket's medical network. On the other side of the spectrum is our reach extension programmatic business called Halo. With this product, it's about 3 years old now, but it's really just taking our first party data that we're collecting across the Haymarket medical network, which equates to about 2.5 million or 1.5 million unique HCPs or healthcare providers, and then being able to work with an identity resolution partner to take all of that PII and information we have on those doctors and connect that to digital identifiers like mobile device IDs, as you mentioned, cookies, and other types of identifiers, so that we can reach them and deliver impressions on every type of channel, from mobile, connected television, even digital out of home. So this is presenting a more interesting use case for us, as in the past, we've been able to leverage third-party data to identify these cookies, these device IDs, and be able to kind of report back on all of these impressions. But we're also we've always had a focus on contextual-based targeting, which is going to be even more prevalent again when all of these changes kind of go into place. And we're also exploring some additional partnerships on the technology side to work with some of the partners and providers that are working on the universal identifiers, so that we can still leverage data in a more targeted way than just contextual or behavioral based audiences in the future.
Explain sort of the programmatic demand side, what you're looking for and how that operates.
Yeah, definitely. So this is one of my favorite parts of working on the programmatic kind of side here at Haymarket. It allows us within a niche space like pharma, the opportunity to partner with some of the leading technologies on the programmatic kind of demand side, like Deep Intent, whose market match kind of platform allows a publisher like us to avoid going out into the open market to list out our unsold inventory that kind of our direct sales team hasn't sold that month, but allows us to integrate directly into the platform where other buyers on the pharma side, whether it be representatives from the brand directly or from their agency, are looking to buy healthcare endemic kind of professional medical content like we have. So this has kind of opened a lot of doors for us and helps us skirt the oncoming kind of sunsetting of third-party cookies because we're integrating directly within this platform. We're not only posting or kind of passing through our own inventory, we're sending over identifiers within the kind of direct connection, like a hashed NPI number, which is critical for pharmaceutical advertising, that the buyers can still be able to transact on like they do today, without any risk or concern of data leakage or brand safety as well.
So tell me a little bit what's going on. The healthcare market, the pharma market is quite robust. What are you seeing in terms of growth, kinds of advertisers that are comfortable in the programmatic setting, and how things are going for Haymarket overall in terms of the healthcare sector for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, this year especially, I feel like with everything else going on in the world, the programmatic landscape has been a bit tumultuous, especially when you look at things across verticals. Thankfully, as a mainly B2B supplier of healthcare content and kind of properties, we've seen a very steady line of interest in business coming across the entire kind of healthcare and pharmaceutical landscape. As there's a ton of important information that these brands have to get to their target healthcare professionals and other kind of relevant healthcare professionals that we're able to deliver at scale. So I think for us, it's been a great time to really showcase our stance as a leader within the healthcare publishing space. We've created a bunch or a lot of new content and kind of offerings this year, including like a specific newsletter that's written by our medical journals that provides medical and professional based updates on everything that is COVID-19 and how it kind of is implicated within the pharma world, within the business world, and things like that. We've also seen a lot of brands kind of move from the kind of traditional way that they transacted with us across these our collection of sites and newsletters from a direct kind of sales relationship into a more programmatic relationship. And this is great to see, as pharma tends to be a little bit behind everyone else on moving into digital technology in the advertising world. So we're seeing more and more brands and more agencies work on or transact on inventory using healthcare marketplaces like Deep Intent and some of the other ones within the space, which has opened up the doors to a couple more agencies, some more brands within the space.